Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rolling Through Life. My name is Wanda, and it is Tuesday night cat night. So we're going to sit here and see how many people actually come in. I'm actually on time for once. Uh, Trying to get myself situated here a little bit. All right. Everybody's probably going to wait till 8:15 because I'm always late. I look kind of scraggly today, but oh hell, I don't feel good. I can't wait until we get this fluid under control and I can actually start to begin to enjoy my summer. It's actually really nice weather. I've been getting out for at least an hour a day, even if it's going outside, just crochet a little bit. But it's been like 80 some degrees. Hey, maid, how are you doing, sweetheart? So I think my spirits are lifted a little bit by just going outside. Now that troublemakers have moved or moved on to a new world. I don't know. I guess that's debatable. A lot of people call me the troublemaker. That's all right. I keep to myself mostly. I'm doing okay, mate. Could be a little better, but hey, I'll take what I got. Hey, Joe, how are you doing, hon? So I've been finishing up fair projects, and right now I am finishing up this shell blanket because I want to at least have one blanket in at the fair. And this is the most mundane, repeated blanket that I just pick it up when I need mindless crocheting, just a little bit of counting, but the stitches are like natural. Good, I'm glad to hear that, Joe. But I've actually, for the past 3 days, been sorting and cleaning through stuff. I know in the background it doesn't look like it, but I have been getting stuff done. Yeah, we had our rainy week last week. I think it's supposed to rain again. So I'm just going to take the weather as it comes. Like next few days is supposed to rain, but I'll still take my crochet and sit under the by the front door and do some crocheting just to get fresh air. Thanks. But I have to get the bedroom done first. I know it doesn't make sense. I have to get all that sorted out so I can get some furniture placed where I need it placed. And then this will start coming together. Oh, I know. I hate that when I have bad spells of that. I just want to curl up and go to sleep or just throw up and get it out of my system. But today's one of those days I can't eat. So if I eat, it doesn't stay down. But tomorrow I get the fluid taken off, so it's always a good thing. And now they're putting me on a schedule of every week. it's got its good points and bad points. Good point is hopefully taking it off every week, they're only going to take off like half of what they take off now. And I'll be able to stabilize my energy. But the bad part is that I'm susceptible to a new infection every time they insert that tubing. So you gotta kind of weigh out your options and figure out which is best. Me, I'm tired of feeling drained, sleepy, sick for 10 out of 14 days. So I figured once a week, let's give that a shot and hopefully I start feeling better and get some stuff done. Hey Rhonda, how are you? Yeah, I went and measured this blanket again. I thought I only had a couple of inches to go on the sizing, but I'm a foot and a half off. So, got a lot more to do on this than I thought. But you know what? At least it's a mindless when when I'm watching TV at night, I can put it in my lap and just go without looking at a pattern. Thanks, Joe. I really need all the prayers I can get. Some numbers are coming up, which is good. Um, but some are remaining stagnant that we have to keep working on. Still looks bleak, but I'm still fighting it. Especially the skin disease I have. It's it feels like it's eating my muscle away in my legs to where I can't. My legs feel like dead weight now. But me and my physical therapist are working on that. Should have seen me on Mother's Day going into the restaurant. I don't think my son understood how bad off I was because he's seen that I could barely move. It was enough just getting in and out of the wheelchair. And get me into a booth, oh, that was fun to watch. So what's everybody else been up to? I what happened since I last talked to you guys? Oh, I told you someone passed away on Mother's Day here. And I mean, I feel bad for the family. Of course I do. But they they filled up the dumpster. So Wednesday night they came and emptied it, which is usually dumpster night. And by Thursday night, this woman was thought I was a hoarder. They had that dumpster filled up again within 12 hours. So I called the office and said, "Can you guys do an extra pickup because we have 6 days and nowhere to put our trash?" They didn't do it. So I got like 4 trash bags waiting in my entryway to be taken out to the dumpster because there's no room in the dumpster to put it. It's taken my whole might just not to call and yell at them. Yeah, it was pretty warm out today. I enjoyed it. It was the right temperature for me. But people that don't like hot weather, it was a little warm. I'm gonna see if my driver tomorrow after my treatment will stop and let me go to Dairy Queen and get me an ice cream. Because the one we have here is down the hill, and I am always afraid of getting hit by a car. Yeah, using the muscles you don't usually use on the, that's a lot of muscles being used. And I'm sorry that my phone's on, guys, but I'm waiting for my transportation company to call me to verify they're coming to get me tomorrow. So I have to be able to hear that. Oh my. So what have you been crocheting around? Are you still doing that wall hanging? Yeah. Yeah, I've finally got all my fair projects out, and I'm working on this one right now. I do like the colors of these. This reminds me of like the southwestern decor, like Arizona decor. I don't know. I really love the colors on this. Yeah, you got to find those. Thanks. I really love this blanket, but as always, everything's up for sale after the fair. So if you guys, anyone knows anybody that does Southwest decor, come see me. Talk to me. So I think everybody's waiting until like 8:15 to check, see if I'm coming in. For once I fooled them, I'm early. I have been, this has happened to me 3 times. I was trying to figure out why the hell does my computer keep erasing all my passwords? Because when I do updates, I make sure it doesn't do that, so that way I don't got to go through everything. Well, again, I went on a site, one of the Facebook sites, to look at a pattern, see what the price was and stuff. And all of a sudden, I get this warning: your Microsoft has been compromised. Blah 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 blah. Well, what I do is I do a cold boot. I shut my computer down immediately. I shut my phone down immediately because they're both connected to the same Wi-Fi. And so I wait 15 minutes. I come back on, and then I come in. I can't. It's erased all my passwords. I'm like, son of a biscuit eater. So if you come upon something that says your computer's been compromised, your Microsoft's been compromised, whatever, do a cold boot. Don't try to shut it down through your icons. Hit that button, press that button until the light goes off on your computer. Let it sit for 15 minutes and turn your phone off. If your phone is connected to your Wi-Fi, turn it off. And then 15 minutes later, start it back up. So what I'm saying, basically, is get a book, write down all your passwords. It's going to save you tons of time. Tons. Because it's happened to me 3 times. Today it was like I wanted to throw my computer out the window. But then I started connecting the dots. So, unfortunately, any designer out there selling on Facebook right now, I'm not buying your shit. Because your sites are being compromised, which compromises my computer. So, fair warning. I don't know. We got 2 people left. If I don't know. I'll give it a little bit more time. Hey Diana, how are you doing, sweetie? I've been watching a lot of Little House on the Prairie. Just letting it run while I crochet. Just for background noise. Didn't know I knew the dialogue so well. Yeah, it's not Microsoft. I think it's someone trying to hack into computers, wanting you to press the link to fix it. I just shut my computer all the way down. Um, because when I do my computer checks in the morning, everything's running fine. So it's not my computer, it's someone just trying to get into my computer. That's why I always shut down, do a hard boot or cold boot. I don't even give it time to shut it down through the icons. Hey college, how are you? I figured you guys come in around 8:15 because I'm always running late. So what's everybody been doing? Any special projects? Any day trips or weekend trips? Just call me Nosy Rosie. Can't wait till I have it set up to where I can be back from my computer a little bit and you can watch me crochet. But right now I got to get new glasses and that's just, not in the cards to back away from the computer yet. Nice. Yeah, I was sitting here debating what I wanted to have for dinner. I'm not sure. I'll probably get sick, probably just skip dinner and then drink plenty of water so my veins are nice and juicy tomorrow and I don't have to get stabbed 6 times. Awesome, Joe. Hey, Joe, it takes time to learn. It really does. You know, now have you done wood burning in the past, or is it a new project? I'm just glad I don't have a husband like my brother. You start getting too much inventory, he starts throwing shit out. Uh, you don't need this. He's a good guy though, but damn. Finally found. It took me a year, but I finally found the shower curtain that matches the shower curtain for my bathroom, so I can finally get that put up in my bedroom doorway. Yeah, it's always fun to try something new. I've seen so much good work from wood burning. I mean, and you like to paint, so can you see you transforming your painting into woodworking with the shading and stuff? I think that would be totally awesome. But it takes time to get there. I mean, I wasn't a great crocheter the first time I picked up a hook. Very true, Diana. Well, he's ex military, so they always had to be ready for inspection on base housing. So they're constantly getting rid of excess. And he's still in that mindset. Just get rid of the excess. Yeah. Yeah. Patience is the key. I forget how to start a new row on this thing. So tonight I got to look up the video of how to start my new row. It's like my memory's just not there anymore. I forget the smallest of things. And I'm only 60. My memory shouldn't be that bad right now. But I spoke with my, hey Susan, how are you? I spoke with my occupational therapist. Now, this will be probably the last month we work together for a while. But in October, um, I am up for a new recliner. And I love my recliner, don't get me wrong. It's still in really good condition. It just doesn't work. She's going to come back on my case and talk to them that I need an overstuffed one because of my legs. My legs hit like whatever bars are inside the chair, and it cuts off circulation really easy. And she also wants to put a massager into the recliner, so that way when I'm laying there, crocheting, watching TV, my it's circulating my blood. So we spoke about it, and she goes, "No, I want to get involved in this because if I don't, they're just going to give you exactly what you have now. We need to get you something better." I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm in pretty good spirits. I mean, I I feel better than I usually do on the last day before draining. Went outside, got some nice fresh air, some vitamin D. Um, this is we're rolling into the weather I love. Hey, no filters. How are you? Thank you. This is the mandala in Pixie. I'm using a 4 hook. I actually love the colors, and I'm not a Southwest girl, but these colors go together so well. And this is going to be entered into the shell category. But I love this one too. Yeah, vitamin D is good. Yeah, I mean, the winter really sucked this year. It got cold earlier, and of course, around Christmas is when I broke my rib. So it was all downhill for like 4 months. It was just horrible. Got into a depression, and then, the fluid started building up. It was just a horrible 4 months. But it looks like we're on the right track to at least maintain. I'm not getting better, I'm maintaining, which is good. Oh, you're welcome. And then Mandala, if you go on Lion Brand's site, they have some new gorgeous colors, guys. Gorgeous. I won't buy any yet because they're still $9 a cake, which is a fair price. But you know me, I always go for the sales. Hey, Liza. Yeah. How are you, hon? Thanks for coming by. But yeah, Mandala's got some gorgeous ones. I like to see them come out with some new baby mandala colors. I don't know why I'm talking in broken sentences. I don't normally do that, but it is what it is. Like my brain gets frazzled a little bit. Oh, well, I'm glad you're on a trivia team. I hope you're having fun with it. Hey, I'm at the point in life now. Do anything. If it brings joy to your heart, do it. And I was talking to my OT today, and I found out our snow trails here, they have a program called TAX, and it's completely free for the disabled, but they have all kinds of adaptive equipment. And for a couple of hours, you can go on the ski slopes, and that's on my bucket list, go skiing at least once. I mean, I'd totally fail at it, but I want to try it. So she's going to get me the information on that, and maybe this winter I can have one day where I love the snow because I'll be able to scratch that off. Will I do it over and over? No, because I hate the snow. But yeah, I'll have to do that, Diana. Yeah, because those colors are gorgeous. Hey, Jenny. Yeah, but you're disabled. I bet you they got some type of adaptive. thing. They said they even got like a one where you sit on a chair, it's one ski, and then you, of course, got an occupational therapist helping you guide it to where I could actually go down and not have to worry about standing up. You know, hell, that even would be good for me. I just want to experience it. It's a lot I want to experience. And then I got a text out of the blue. My daughter and grandkids are coming up this Saturday. It came right out of the blue. I'm like, yeah. I was a little shocked, but okay. So I might make a strawberry pie. That way we can sit down and enjoy that. Now, if she stands me up, I'm going to be pissed. Because, well, Rhonda might get pissed too. Because somebody's going to have to sit down and eat all them damn calories. I'm not wasting a strawberry pie. Ain't no way. Give Fred a slice too. He could use some meat on them bones. Oh, thanks, college. Yeah, I was actually on time today, which is very rare. Listen to you, Rhonda. I know you would. So I think I'll go to the store and get those ingredients probably Thursday. That way, Friday, I'll cut the strawberries up and get it made and then put it in the fridge. See, Rhonda got me addicted to the strawberry pie. She made me strawberry pie once and I just had to make it. Like the next week, I made it. Ooh, not good, Jenny. Oh, you're fine because I love it. I don't eat sweets much anymore, so that yeah, I'll make an exception for that pie. You're up. I would talk to your vet because if because I know they like the sound of the plastic and they like biting at it. I've just never actually heard of one eating the plastic. Yeah, Penny's been acting weird lately. But yeah, I didn't go window shopping yesterday, but I got a doctor's appointment Friday, so I just may do that Friday. Just spend the day and look around and see what I would like to buy, and then walk away with tears in my eyes. Yeah, that don't sound. I would call your vet and see if it's something you should be concerned about. Because maybe that's why she's getting sick. She's eating things that should not be going through that digestive tract. in advance if my phone goes off. I'm sorry. I'm waiting on confirmation on my medical transport tomorrow. Exactly. Yeah, because it could have definitely tore up the stomach lining, the throat. Absolutely. I'm trying to. Okay. I have a big project I want to do. Well, not big. After I get the hedgehog done, I want to make an animal with the nurse's cap on it holding a suitcase. Because the receptionist at my doctor's office, such a sweet lady, she's helped me in so many ways getting stuff that I needed. Um, she's getting her LPN and she's going to be a traveling nurse. I just don't know what animal to use. Should I use a bear, a dog, a cat? Uh, I don't know. What when you think of a traveling nurse, how would you see it? What animal would you see? Poor Penny. Yeah, my procedure is tomorrow. Yeah, that I have no clue, Jenny. I don't know. Hedgehog. That's funny. A gnome. That's a really good idea. Diana, that's really good. A gnome with a nurse's cap carrying a suitcase. I like that. A bear. A bear is a good idea too. I know you are, Susan. You're always being sassy. I at least found the book today. We're starting. I misplaced the damn book for a while. Yeah, but she's a sweet lady. She's the one that got my health care going, my home health care. She was sick of the doctor writing the orders and stuff, and then everybody said they were losing the paperwork or they didn't get the paperwork. So she was always on the horn telling them what for and saying, I'm faxing it over right now while I have you on the phone. She's a pistol, though, but she's one that cares. There's another receptionist that she's jealous because all the patients love Missy. And she doesn't understand why we like her so much. And Missy just came out right and told her, she goes, I care. I get to know the patients, what their needs are. They know I care. When you just check them in, you don't say nothing. You could care less about their medical stuff. You just want to get paid. I'm like, ooh, you told her. She is a sassy girl, though. She's my type of girl. But I can't do it until I get the hedgehog done. I would never hear the end of it. You did that nurse's thing before you got my hedgehog done. You know, little brother crap. Don't get me wrong. I love my brother. I like teasing him. He'll tease me back. Don't worry. He'll get me. Once he steps in the doorway when he visits me, I'm thinking in my head, let the games begin. And then when he leaves, it's like, oh, thank God that was a never ending game. So, Jenny, have you picked up anything lately? Any work? Crochet work, I mean. And Susan, have you picked up a hook? I know a lot of us is just starting to come out of that seasonal depression. I know I am. I'm actually starting to feel really good mental wise. Oh, Susan, you need to get out there and get that sun. That'll bring some energy to you, girl. Oh, I can understand that, Jenny. It's funny how the first puff of this, you automatically want to cough as soon as it gets in your throat or your lungs. I'm sorry. I just had to do something so I wouldn't cough so much. I need... Okay, this shelving unit right here behind me, I'm thinking about putting it back on top of my desk, considering it. But right now I have a lamp like this one in front of me. I need to find a lamp that would give me the same amount of light and not topple over all the damn time. With the shelf in the way, because this isn't tall enough to angle it over the shelf. So I've been looking for lighting fixtures. I can't seem to find one I like. Even if, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Even if I get 3 lights, one on each side in the middle. But I have to be able, and I don't want to drill the wood, but I have to be able to stabilize it on the wood. You know what I mean? So, stuck on a hose. I've done that at nighttime when my coughing's really bad. I have done that, and it does ease it. I try to use them as sparingly as possible because, some of the medication in it. But, yeah, when it gets really bad, yeah, I grab one of those. So, yeah, I've been looking for lighting. My daughter's going to take these 2 lights, but I got to find good options before I give them away. I'm not going to give them away and then not have no light. That would be kind of silly. It was a good idea at first, and it served its purpose, but I'm going to get that up. I was thinking over my desk. That way it would free up some floor space. Because I was going to put that in my bedroom by my closet for more yarn storage. And then that way I can just, I don't know, see if someone would hold my totes for me until I move or something. But I don't want to really do that because then that just invites more craft stuff into the house. So I'm thinking if I just put it back on top of my desk and kind of refurbish my desk a little because like the drawers are broke. But my brother suggested last year getting some shelves built to slide in and out of there. That would work because it's solid wood, and there's got to be a way to refurbish it. Oh, I love this type of weather. I do. I can sleep very comfortably. Now, it's that hot in this house, but believe it or not, I will sleep under a blanket tonight. One that clamps to the desk. That might work. I have to find one that would be able to get over the lip. But that's a good idea. I might go to Lowe's or Home Depot and look at their lighting kits up close and personal before I start price checking, but kind of see where I want to go. Oh, Jenny, you know I'm basking in the sunlight here. Yeah, a lot of people will, Rhonda. I always have to have some kind of cover over me. And for some reason, the sheet is not heavy enough. I'm actually in the summertime covered up with a fleece blanket, believe it or not. It's therapeutic on our bones, I'm telling you. Our bones feel so much better in the heat. But I do have to get after my aide. Me and her are going to have a discussion. Because I had a casserole dish that was dirty. And I told her, I said, when you get done with the dishes, just put that in the sink, let it soak for 10 minutes. That's all you need. 10 minutes. And clean it. She left it in my damn sink. I was not happy. What is it with this younger generation? Okay. I don't clean, but I know how to clean. There's a difference. And do they not know how to just do basic cleaning? I have found grease on my pans before. I'm like, and I just see it. It's not a feel thing. I see it. I'm like, how the hell did she put this in my dish drainer? So I've been starting to go through the dishes that she's done. I pile them back in the sink if they're dirty. Just, it's irritating. That's one thing us kids were taught. Dishes. Sparkling, clean, non-greasy. And if a dirty plate came out of that kitchen, out of the cupboards, we heard about it. Yeah, I mean, what gets me, and I've seen this type, and I've seen this in grown-ass adults. They'll clean silverware, but they clean like the tines on a fork, but they don't clean the handle. I'm like, that don't make sense. Just clean the whole damn thing. Well, it's not they're being dumb as a rock. It's the parents didn't do what they were supposed to do by teaching them how to do something. Yeah, that's true, Diana. They have dishwashers. They count on the machine to do it. Yeah, or the back some. Yeah, I don't get it. Now I do too, Jenny. For the most part, my silverware, plasticware all the way. Even my plates and bowls. I mean, I just. But occasionally, I had pots and pans and stuff, and she would. She didn't even clean the handles of the pans. I'm like, if it's sitting in the sink with other dirty dishes, the handles need cleaned. It all needs cleaned. And what I hate is if I make scrambled eggs and she cleans it and I still see scrambled eggs around the rivets. I'm old, my eyesight sucks, and she didn't see that. That's true too. Mentorship for just basic stuff these days is gone, you know. Um, and not all of it's tragic. It's just parents have to go to work and they don't have the time to teach. This is why we need like home ec back in school, just to teach them the basics to be able to live life. Exactly. I loved home ec. I did, except when it came down to childcare. I didn't care for that much. But the rest of home ec I loved. I even loved wood shop. I only was allowed to do it for 1 year, but I did love it. They were afraid I would fall and cut my hand off or something. As an adult, I understand. As a child, I was like, I should be treated like everyone else. No, not in that instance. Some of them tools I just should never have been around. Because I am one of those ones that I trip over my own damn feet all the time. Come home one day missing a finger, next day a whole, up to the wrist. Yeah, it's just not good. That's true too, Jenny. I know phones are relatively new when my daughter was growing up. I guess they came out when she was like in sixth grade. And she didn't get a phone until she was able to pay the bill. And she bought her own phone. I didn't need a second phone. She's the one that wanted that phone. So, yeah, I didn't take metal shop. I don't even know if we had metal. I mean, I know we had like a mechanics area, but that was more at the trade school. But back then, they had the trade schools to where if you had an interest in cars, you learned there because you took community people's cars, gave them a hell of a discount on repairs, and you learned by helping people that couldn't afford, regular maintenance. And nowadays, you think of tech school, you're thinking of web design, beauty school, nothing that's needed. Not really. I should have went to tech school instead of college. I will push tech school all the way. I think college should only be reserved for doctors, lawyers, you know, those kind of professions. Not that I want to learn how to make printed textiles. You can do that just by getting a mentor and learn how to do it. or working your way from the bottom to the top of a company. You don't need a college degree for that. But that's my opinion. A lot of people got a different opinion. I get it. I'm really hoping to get that Sophie's blanket done. I'm going to start working on that. Like, I think I got, trying to think, maybe 80 rows left. So if I do a row and a half a day, it'll be ready for the fair. Still taking pictures of it as I get each part done. I think I'm going to enter the one that's Christmas in the 50s. I don't know. I think it's more classic colors, and it will win over the judges more than my 80s one. Yeah. Well, it's a big scam. You got to take like basic courses. It has nothing to do with your degree. You know, they should be courses that you could take on the internet at a cheaper rate and be put onto your transcript. And what do they do with the tuition money? They pay for security for protest rallies. Science gets it, football gets it, and some of the art programs. That's who gets the money. Buildings, new buildings all the damn time. I think people are starting to catch on though. Oh man. You guys think of a topic. Because you know me, you leave me to my own devices, I get in trouble. Every time. You guys gotta help me out here because I need to stop that. Yeah, exactly, Jenny. It's very true, college. But I've been looking up some diners here in Ohio. I think there's one in Lima called Cupie. It's not what I'm really looking for, so I'm still on the lookout for a 50s diner. I know I've seen it on YouTube somewhere. Who stole your leg roller? Penny. You guys should have seen me. I was talking with some friends yesterday, and I'm sitting here trying to find my number 4 crochet hook. I mean, I almost have my desk cleared off. Cleared off, not cleaned off. Difference. And I'm looking and looking. I'm like, where the hell did I do it? And then I give up and I pick up my pad of paper here that I have sitting on, to write something. And there's my number for a hook. I'm like, it took me an hour to find a damn hook. True, Susan, maybe. I would think in the warm weather they would not be hurting so bad. Right here. But I found it. I've been doing a lot of projects in the 4 hook, which is unusual because I usually do a 5 or a 5.5. No wonder this blanket has taken 10 years being in a 4 hook. I just wish I could take this with me tomorrow, but where they do the insertion of the tubing, it has to stay completely sterile in that area. And then me trying to crochet with an IV in my arm, I'll blow the damn vein every time. So I'd sit there like a bump on a log for an hour or two with nothing to do, trying to make small talk. Yeah, I do have a book on Kindle I could read. I just always find when I read, I fall asleep every time. And once I fell asleep, and all of a sudden I was jerked awake by this like sucking feeling in my stomach. It was like really empty and it was like trying to grab an organ or something. Painful, by the way. So now I hate falling asleep during that because I'm always afraid that's how I'm going to wake up. I'm excited to get this done to see if I can get my energy level back up. Maybe even get into videoing again. Because I know that's what you guys are waiting on. Hell, that's what I've been waiting on. I been in the process of privatizing a lot of videos from the past that I really don't want up on my channel anymore. So I've been going through those. Trying to be a decent human being. That's tough sometimes. That's a good idea, Diana. Just sit there and like in my head how I would work it. Oh, that's nice. I don't call them a sucker. I call them they found the right item for a price they was willing to pay. Yeah, very true. But I just kind of want to get all the negativity off my channel where it's not even there anymore. And I know it's probably somewhere out there. I'm not naive. I just don't want it on my channel. I'm hungry, but I don't know what I want. I've been eating all day, but I am starving. I have white rice left over from Chinese. Maybe I'll make some cream of chicken and warm up that rice. Get it eaten before it spoils. I want to clean out my fridge. That's going to have to wait until Thursday, though. Yeah. I do like some Pringles, though. Cottage cheese. Yeah. Last night, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to eat. First ate watermelon, the last of my watermelon. And then I don't know why, because I was stupid. I grabbed my jar of bread and butter pickles and ate the rest of those. Now there was only a little left, but fair warning, watermelon and pickles together in your stomach same time, not a good idea. No, it's just not a good idea. Your stomach does not like it. Oh, I like the brown sir sausage. I gotta have something. Yeah, I'll probably make some white rice with cream of chicken soup. Have a little bit of that. Definitely sure. It just don't go together, I'm telling you. I wanted to eat, but I didn't want to cook. And since I don't buy heat meats anymore, or basically any kind of canned goods except for cream of chicken, um, I didn't really have in there anything I could just pop in the microwave. Not with me, Jenny. No, actually, it helps me get rid of water. It's good that I'm not buying those frozen meals. Trying to do a little better on that. I'm gonna be probably up to about 2 o'clock. I went to take a nap at 3. Figured I'd get up at 5 and just get a couple more things done before chat. And I wound up, I'm in that stage, that zone to where I'm up, but I'm sleeping, then I'm awake, then I'm sleeping. I didn't get my butt up until 7. It's like, son of a bitch. Ooh, that might be handy to have. I like the cream of chicken because it's it's light, like the day before procedure. It's light, but yet it has some nutrition in it. Um, Basically, it just gets me through the night. And then I have to start drinking lots of water because the last time I went in, they had to poke me 4 times before they got a vein for the IV. So I'm gonna make these veins nice and juicy. So I gotta drink lots of water. And I tried pa- packets for water, but it's just not the same at all. Hey Julie, how are you doing, honey? I'm doing good. Yeah, but I'm gonna get the body of the hedgehog done soon, and then the back, and then I'll have Rhonda over to help me get the parts sewed on together. Because me sewing parts together is not good. It looks like a kindergartner could have done better than what I do. No, wait a minute. The hedgehog is one piece. That's right. The only part I got to sew on is the fur on the back. I bet you I could whip that out in 2 days if I just sat down and do it. Oh, oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Julie. Yeah, I'm such the biggest procrastinator there is. I've always been that way, though. Even in school, a report is due 3 weeks from now. I'm doing it 2 weeks and 6 days later. Oh, geez. I want to go to Home Depot and I have, if you get a standard sheet of plywood, it's still not wide enough for that desk. And I need to make it one solid level. So I need to go and see if they have, I don't know if it's laminate or something cheap to where it's sturdy but yet a solid piece. To where I could put 2 pieces of wood together, wood glue it together, and then I could put this solid sheet over it and it looks like one continuous thing. You know how they do countertops, but not that thick. Yeah, I was lucky in that area. Mom trained Molly very early about getting on the counters. I never had that problem with Molly. I could leave meat out to thaw and She wouldn't touch it. Some days I think I want Molly back, or I want a kitten. But logically, I know this is not a good thing to think about because it can't be done. That's what I just said, Harold. But at least with Molly, when I talked to her, I heard my own voice at least once a day. Some days I go on and on and on without, hearing my own voice. I know he's awful bossy for being for the younger sibling, isn't he, Maeve? I love my brothers, but they think they're the older brothers. It did for me, Diana. I was able to correct Molly with just a spray bottle. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Well, number one, the number's wrong, but my prediction's coming true. I said I always looked young for my age until I hit 60, and then I'll start looking like I'm 80. And it's happening. And all the grays coming in. Yeah. Stray cats need to be that. Stray cats. My daughter and son in law, they find a stray kitten, they take it in. No, it's a stray cat. That's funny, Jenny. Yeah, Molly only got touched when she wanted to be touched. I know, right, Maid? Maybe we'll hear our own voice once in a while if we did that. Yeah, cats are just like people. Some are predestined to get big, some are predestined to stay very skinny. It's because of all the people food. Molly got fat because food was constantly out for her. There were no feeding times. I just filled the bowl up. The only time she got people food is if I had chicken. She would have like two or three little slivers, and that's all she wanted. But that was the only people food she ever got. I'd rather have a female cat than a male cat, but that's just me. Yeah, they don't have as much room to run, Jenny. That's a big part of it. I hope you can find homes for them, Julie. I mean, these days it's hard enough to feed your family without having extra animals. And that's nothing derogatory against you. It's just a lot of families are coming to where they can't afford a pet. They just can't do it anymore. The pet shelter here is getting overran by pets that the owners can't afford to buy the food anymore. They're barely not able to get food for their own tables. So I hear you. I wonder if my neighbor's gonna cook. If she's gonna cook, I might wait. But she hasn't texted me or anything, so she likes to eat like around 10 or 11 o'clock at night. It's really late. I think my gout's acting up again. And I have been very religious on taking my gout pills. And I can already feel it coming into my feet. That's funny, Jenny. It's a good idea. Catch the mom, have them fixed. I know most counties have programs to help you do that. And then you can re release them and they won't have any more babies. I know my brother used to live by a neighbor. She had, oh my God, she had over 40 cats because she would never get them spayed. It was horrible. Cats everywhere. And Humane Society wouldn't do nothing about it. So, anybody got any plans for the week? Me, procedure, and then Thursday I got therapy, and Friday I got a doctor's appointment. But that's when I'm going to do my window shopping. Just stay out of the house and just window shop. Oh my gosh. I couldn't stand that. Now, Molly did have to be in the bathroom with me every time I took a shower or a bath. There was something about, I could go to the toilet without her, but I couldn't take a bath without her in the room. Yeah, I'll do some more cleaning, especially if I start getting a little energy. But hopefully by Friday, I'm not in pain and I can just enjoy myself. Well, I hope that goes well, Julie. So you almost done with stopping on smoking, Jenny? I wish I could get to that point. I probably could. It's just, I don't know. I really don't want to. Yeah, exactly. No filters. Yeah, it was pretty bad over there. A lot of cats. And then every year he had this one groundhog. It would, I think it had babies, then it came out. And my brother, he'd take it out. And the next year, one of those babies would stay around to remind him, Mama ain't gone. I'm here. Good job, Jenny. Oh, by the way, last week I got rid of one of my doctors. So that's a good thing. One specialist done. But that one was like a minor one, I guess. It was over the Lyme disease. I took the antibiotics, blood test came back that I don't have it. So there we go. Oh my gosh, Jenny, that's funny. I don't think I ever wanted to keep a wild creature. Matter of fact, I really ain't an animal person. I took Molly because mom needed to find it a home. And she couldn't find it a home. But it's the extra care and stuff I just never cared for. I mean, I get it, but it was just a pain in my ass. But I do love cuddly cats. The ones that sit in your lap or, you know, want to play ball or whatever. Molly was old before her time. Yeah, yeah. As soon as one of those things bites someone, they take it. Now, when I was a young adult, my mom had a skunk for a pet. And I don't care what you say, you can have the Sax decensed or whatever they do. Those animals still stink. Still stink. And I hated that damn skunk. It would pounce at everybody except my mother. Yeah, My younger brother used to have some ferrets. He says those things are crazy. Okay, I need your suggestions, guys. 2 years ago, my daughter for Christmas gave me one of them blankets that has, it's a tapestry actually, of pictures of the kids and stuff on it. I don't want to hang it up on the wall. I think it's gaudy looking. I don't know what to do with it. I need suggestions. Because right now it's just folded in a corner. I just don't know what to do with it. But I did find a shower curtain for my bathroom, for the inside of my bathroom, that I'll probably get in the next couple months. You got that right, no filters. Yeah, I could do that. She gave me a big twin size though. It's huge. I got to figure out something to do with it. By the way, Helen, if you're out there, thank you for the birthday gift. I do appreciate it very much. No, I can't do that to her college. What if something happens to me? She wants it back and can't find it. Okay, Rhonda, I can't do that. Upside down. That's a good idea. Yeah. Vintage. Ow. My seat cushion should have been here this week, but it isn't yet. So I'm like, where the hell is it? By the time I get it, it's going to be like a month before I have to order a new chair anyways. It's like sitting on a damn boulder. Can you imagine going down a bumpy ass road and you're sitting on a boulder? It makes for a hard ride. Oh, anyways, I don't know why I didn't finish this story. Anyways, so I seen the casserole dish in the sink, right? And I'm at the sink doing my standing exercises where I try to stand for at least a minute. And for some reason, I turned the water on to fill this up like a half an inch more. And I stood for a minute and a half. So I'm finding if I divert my attention while I do my exercises, I seem to do better. So I got to figure out how to divert my attention at the kitchen sink. Hey, Susan, how are you, hon? Yeah, I have used a cushion here or there. But the thing is, it slides like if I'm on transport or something. It's a safety risk. I did buy a sheepskin, and it ain't a cushion. It's a piece of cloth that don't do shit. So yeah. And Rhonda gave me some materials, so I got to find a piece of foam to use that with and try to make a temporary cushion for it. I might do that. Go Joann's and see how much um a, for a seat of foam will cost. Okay, you too, Julie. You take care, honey. Tell Tyler I said night. I'm doing pretty good, Susan. Thank you. Thank you. Right? Yeah, I could do something. I have to figure something out. Yeah, actually, Susan, I am trying to finish up my shell blanket for the fair. I have a few more roses than I thought I would have, but it's in like Southwest colors. It's a mandala pixie. I just absolutely love the colors. So, trying to finish that up. So at least I have one blanket to go in the fair. I do still plan to put the Sophie's blanket in the fair. So I'm not giving up hope on that one yet. Thanks, Susan. Yeah, and it's one of those ones that you can sit down in front of the TV. You don't need a pattern. You just go for it. I know, right, Diane? Well, the thing is, I need to divert my attention, but I can't take my hands off the sink for too long or I'll topple over. Um, but I'll figure something out because I was surprised when I went a minute and a half. I can usually barely squeak out a minute before my legs start shaking. And then probably the week after next, after we find out how these weekly drainages are going to be, my OT is going to help me figure out how to get into my van safely. Without a whole lot of complications. So my thing is I have a footstool to get my foot up on. Right now I have a piece of yarn attached to the seatbelt thing, so that way when I'm in the van I can pull the stool up, fold it, and put it by the door. But say someone else is driving my van, I need to be able to take it off of that and put it on the other side. I have to come up with a better system. I was thinking of one of those like bungee cables, but I just don't think that'll work. I have to figure something out. It shouldn't be too hard to figure out once it pops in my head. It's just getting the thought there. I was thinking about getting like a seatbelt extender to where it could be open and shut, but I don't think I can find one that long. And then once I get my new chair, I've already got a mechanic lined up. He's not going to charge me very much. But on these wheelchairs, they have seatbelts that they're behind your back, but when you need them, it's a pain in the ass to get them from under the cushion to where you put it around yourself, because I like using them during transport. And I want to get one that's like in a car, you know? You pull it out, you buckle it, when you're done, it goes back into place. That's what I want. They do not sell them that way. So I need to buy one and then have a mechanic bolt it on for me. So put a step on each side. No, that's a waste of money. There's got to be a way I can do it, and it wouldn't cost me a whole lot more money. Very true, no filters. Very true. I did well this weekend, though. I pulled out my fair, fair tote, went through what I got to enter in the fair. I went through some of my papers and decided what to keep and what to sell. I'm now going through some extra sewing supplies that I don't need. And they already have a home to go to. I just got to get it all together. Believe it or not, I've done a lot more than what people think I've done. Especially for the past 2 years not having no energy to do shit. So, I mean, Rhonda can attest that my bedroom's looking much, much better. And it's not me just moving shit around. I'm actually throwing shit away. So, it's getting better. But I still got to get a shower curtain up on that door, because when you open my front door, you can see immediately into my bedroom. I want to get that shower curtain up so that way I can close it off. Yeah, Rhonda's seeing a lot of the improvements that's going on. I am working on it. It's just taking time. There we go. Yeah, because the stool has a carrying handle on it. So I don't even have to drill a hole. I didn't even think about the mountain climbing clips, or what they call it, carabiners or something like that. Anyways, that would work. Yeah, that makes sense. Because that yarn, it's so long, it gets in the way. But I was just like putting it together for like real quick so I could get it done. That makes sense. I just don't know what color wheelchair I want to get next. I've done the pink. I don't like the pink. They're hard to sell. You know, when you're done with them, they're hard to sell. This one I stayed with black. It should be a little easier to get rid of. But I don't want black either. I think they're called carabiner hooks. That's what they are. Black with flames. Yeah. But by the time I get this one to sell for my deductible, it'll have batteries that are only 9 months old, arms have been replaced, wheels have been replaced, and then by the time I get the cushion will only be 6 months old. So they're basically getting a new chair. that will last. The batteries will last for at least 3 years as long as it's charged correctly. So I should be able to sell it really quick. Red, they go faster, right? Yeah, that's what I always hear. Red is a good color for anyone. Build what? I ain't building anything. I'm just having a seatbelt installed. Because I want a seatbelt to where, what are they called? Ex, extending seatbelt? I don't know. But where it doesn't, oh, wheelchair? Yeah, right. Honey, he takes his shit into the oil shop to get his oil changed. He can do it. He just doesn't. He don't build. And that's fine. I've always thought about taking one of my chairs if I didn't need the damn deductible money, taking a chair and putting a gas motor on it. Go zipping down the highway at like 40 miles an hour in a wheelchair. That would be cool. But I don't even think the wheels would stand up to that kind of speed. They'd be all over the place. It'd be like driving a car that hasn't had its um, alignment or wheel rotation in a very long time. Oh my, Jenny. He ain't scared of you. Ah. And you might steal the hedgehog from him getting it, but he'll make me make another one. Your friend took it, you replace it. I guess I could work on that tomorrow, start that tomorrow after the procedure. Get my yarn all out tonight. I know, I hear you. This with the stoic faces is like, now is she just gonna get pissed off or is she gonna curl up and cry in the corner? What type of person is this? Because we just don't show it all the time. Me, I run over your ass. I don't care. I found out a lady down the hallway. She loves the Amish fiction books. So they got a new home to go to once I get all those together. Just throw them down the hall. And then I got to get, number one, I got to get maintenance in here. My air is out. They must have thought I was stupid. My air is out. And then 1, 2, 3 rooms need light bulbs changed. And they always get the cheap shit that throws off the yellow light. So I had to go buy light bulbs because my eyesight's getting worse. That It's white light, 5,000 lumens. So I bought enough light bulbs to do the whole house. And they're not going to like me for it, but it needs to be done. Poor Jeff. Yeah, yard sale season's starting up. I gotta try to stay away from them. I don't want to bring any more into the house. I just want everything to exit. I have some pictures that I need to find homes for. Um, it's just deducing which ones I want to get rid of because I do love them all. I just have a lot. Yeah, I think driving more, it gets you out of the house. Even if you just drive a couple miles around and come right back home, driving does a lot for your spirits. I do that all the time, Jenny. Yeah, I'm kind of getting back to where I want to make YouTube videos again. Um, Starting to miss it again. For a long time, I could care less. Um, Sorry. For a long time, I couldn't care less. But now it's getting to the point that I want to start some videos again. I guess I just needed just the break to take care of myself. Yeah, and that's why I'm not driving right now, Jenny, because um, my physical therapist and I are working on my reaction time with my feet. Because when I drove to the Air Supply concert, I almost accidentally hit somebody. I mean, it wasn't going to be a major crash, but it was a tap and scratch. But I want to wait until I get my reaction time gets a little bit better before I get behind the wheel. Oh, I hear you, Jenny. Oh, I do too. I do too, Susan. You should have a Rhonda that lives near you. She likes sewing the ends on my stuff. Last year there was a blanket I entered. Oh my God, there had to be at least 400 ends that had to be woven in. She took it like a champ and wove those in for me. That's what you call a friend. Because I sure in the hell wouldn't have done it. I hate weaving in ends. But yeah, she must like me in order to do that because I don't know. It's an if situation if I would do that. Dang. Well, you do, Rhonda. You have a lot of patience. Um, I don't. If I can't get it, that's why on the Sophie's blanket, I've been weaving in ends as I finish each part. So that way, by the time I'm done, I'm done. Oh, Rhonda loves untangling yarn too. I don't know how much yarn I've given her that needed untangled. She's very good at it. To her, it's relaxing. To me, it's like, son of a. I mean, I was working on a scarf, right? I had 2 or 3 rows of 4 weight. It was probably about that long in the scarf. And it just wasn't working out. So I started to frog it and it got snagged. I couldn't get it out. So I cut it off. I was about to throw it in the bin. Rhonda goes, I'll take that. She undid it and she can use it on one of her appliques. I'm like, man, I was ready to just throw it in the garbage. Yeah. And that's why, yeah, with this, some I have to wait a while. I wait maybe up to 10 rows. If I can get forward 10 rows, 9 out of 10 times you ain't got to frog back that much. So I start weaving in ends up to a certain point. But Rhonda hates it when I want to frog something and I've woven in half the ends. I've done that to her too. Poor Rhonda, she gets abused by me, I'm telling you. I hear you, Jenny. But Rhonda's gotten some good yarn from me because I just don't want to take the time to mess with it. I'm stuck in the. I hate that heart there. I can't. It always hides a word. Oh, you're stuck in a row now. You don't know what to cut. I know. That's how I weave my ends in so tight that it's hard to find the end of it. Yeah, that's about. But that assures you that I make sure that my blankets and stuff go out with a good 1 year guarantee that shit ain't falling apart. Yeah, that heart drives me insane. I just wish I knew where to move it to and be out of the way. Oh, thank you for the hearts and the smiley faces and the kisses and whatever. I'll skip that because I'm about ready to close out here in a minute. I don't want to get you an ad at the end. There we go. But so yeah, I'm hoping to get a video out soon. I mean, I'm getting into the headspace that I want to make one. So we'll see. Rapid fire, you got that right. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thank you for joining me. I know it was kind of a slow evening. But we always find something interesting to talk about, don't we? At least I'm not throwing tangents like I used to. I love that. So we will resume next Tuesday. And hopefully I'll come back with some stories to tell. Some adventures. Who knows? So you guys take care. Stay safe out there. And if you are missing your Crojo, I hope you get it back. Thanks, Jenny. Night no filters. So, yeah. So everybody have a great night. I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.